Hey everybody, Oversports here. This is going to be a very special video I'm making, one dedicated to Brett Hundley. Now, I know a lot of people are down about the Aaron Rodgers injury, and really it was a shot to the heart for most Packer fans, including myself. And I know that our Super Bowl hopes were kind of took a huge hit with that, but I'm gonna talk today about Brett Hundley and why you should have faith in him. Now, Brett Hundley, in 3 preseasons, he's been spectacular. He had a 1,179 yards passing, and throughout his entire preseason career, 2016 he didn't do very well, or he was only attempted 7 passes because he was injured. But he had 1,179 yards passing, 10 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in his 3 years. 2015 preseason, when he was a rookie, he led all quarterbacks across the NFL with a 129.6 quarterback rating. This preseason, he didn't look as good, he didn't look as sharp, but he was still pretty good. He threw for 482 yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. He ran for 2 on the ground as well. Brett Hundley has had 3 years in McCarthy's offense. I want everyone to remember this. Brett Hundley has had 3 years to learn behind one of the best in the business at developing quarterbacks and one of the best quarterbacks in the business, in Aaron Rodgers. Mike McCarthy turned a 29-interception Brett Favre in 2005 into an 18-interception Brett Favre in 2006 to a 13-interception Brett Favre, who almost won MVP in 2007. And then he took a young guy who, ironically, was sitting behind Favre for those 3 years, and pretty much developed him into a superstar quarterback who is now one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever set foot on a football field. And Brett Hundley, in the loss to Minnesota, he didn't look that good. I understand, but remember, he was thrown to the wolves in that game. There was just no chance. I mean, the offensive game plan that McCarthy had was designed around Rodgers. And when you have to throw that out and start from scratch, it's just not a good sign for the offense and for the game itself. I mean, once Rodgers went down, that was pretty much the game for the Packers. So he did look sharp when McCarthy did open up the playbook, but McCarthy kept it limited. I didn't really agree with that, since the Packers didn't really have anything to lose. I don't know why you're being so conservative with your play calling, but when Hundley had the opportunity to throw downfield, he was usually pretty good. And remember, he didn't have any reps with the first-team offense that week, because obviously you're the number 2 quarterback, so why would you? But a week of preparation with this first-team offense and McCarthy game planning to fit Hundley's style will be very beneficial to him. Now, Hundley's got a big arm. He's pretty accurate. He can be a little inaccurate at times. So long as the offensive line can stay healthy, which has not been the case so far this year, he's going to get some decent protection. And if he doesn't, he's a mobile quarterback, so you can design plays for him to get out of the pocket. So, I actually have a bold prediction that I'm going to make. 2 bold predictions, actually. I really think that next week against the New Orleans Saints, Brett Hundley's going to throw for 300 yards and have 3 total touchdowns, 2 passing and 1 rushing. And I say that because the Saints, I mean, there really couldn't be a better opponent for Brett Hundley to be facing in this first week as a starter, because the Saints defense it's atrocious. It's horrible. And he could definitely throw for over 300 yards in this game, and I would not be surprised if he did. Now, the Saints offense versus our defense is another story, but I mean, the key here is going to be for the Packers to keep the defense off the field, kind of like what the Cowboys did last year with Prescott and Elliott. They kept their atrocious defense off the field. Now, obviously, Brett Hundley isn't Dak Prescott, and Aaron Jones is not Ezekiel Elliott. So, moving on here. Now, Rodgers may be out for the season. We don't know for sure yet. We have no idea what is going to happen with him. It sounds like it's not going to be very good, though. If he does come back at all, it'll be mid-January, and by that time our season might be over. But if we do make the playoffs and Rodgers can't return, I mean, I would be feeling pretty good about Brett Hundley, considering he got us there, or somebody else got us there, like say a Joe Callahan or a Tony Romo or a Colin Kaepernick. Obviously, the latter of the two, probably not very likely, but still possible. The NFL is really a crazy league, though. You remember Kurt Warner, the story of Kurt Warner. Every football fan does. He went from bagging groceries to NFL MVP in 1 year. Colin Kaepernick went from a career backup to taking his team to the Super Bowl 1 year because of Alex Smith's injury. Jeff Hostetler, I'm not sure many of you remember him, but he took the Giants to the Super Bowl in 1990 after Phil Simms got injured. So crazier things have happened in the NFL. And Brett Hundley's had a lot of time to prepare, a lot of time to be ready for this moment. He's been working towards this moment for a very long time. So I believe that he will be ready. I believe in him, and you should believe in him too. And no matter what, never lose hope, because this season is not over. And in Hundley, we all trust. So that's all I really have to say in this video, guys. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And if you haven't checked out my Brett Hundley highlights video, I'm really proud of the result, and a lot of people have liked it so far. So check that out if you have the time. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And just don't give up on this season, because it's not over yet. Believe me, you're going to see some crazy things in the next few weeks. So I'll see you guys later.